Recovery housing in Pennsylvania sits at a critical intersection. The demand for recovery housing has never been greater, but the margin for error has never been smaller for operators. And as communities respond to the addiction crisis and homelessness and strained treatment systems, sober living homes have stepped up and become an important, really an essential part of the recovery continuum and housing in general. But at the same time, operators are navigating complex local zoning rules, fair housing laws, certification standards, and rising costs all at once. And when recovery housing works, it provides way more than just a bed. It offers structure, accountability, and community, and the conditions that people need to rebuild their lives. But in Pennsylvania, success depends on more than just having a good idea and having good intentions. It depends on fully understanding how the legal structure works and where to find a property and how to structure your house leadership, how to obtain and maintain certification, and how to put the numbers together so they work in a fairly complex regulatory environment. Now, recovery housing in Pennsylvania is largely governed at the local level. Now, this means that sober living looks different from one city to the next. And while local zoning codes may vary, you'll see even more varied approaches to enforcement depending on who you're dealing with and the time of day. And the challenge is learning how to operate responsibly within this period of tension. So let's talk about certification now. While it's not legally required in Pennsylvania, certification plays a central role in how recovery homes are viewed by referral partners and communities and local officials alike. Most reputable homes in Pennsylvania pursue certification through Pennsylvania's NARR affiliate, NARR being the National Alliance for Recovery Residences. Their affiliate in the state of Pennsylvania is PARR. And PARR sets certification standards ranging from life safety and emergency prep to ethical operations, resident rights, grievance policies, procedures, house standards, house rules, house leadership, and of course they'll want to see your policies and documentation and how you plan to achieve ongoing compliance. And for many operators, certification becomes this framework, this glue that brings the structure and consistency to the home and also to the outside world. It signals that the program is operating responsibly. Now, the challenge in Pennsylvania isn't simply opening a sober house, it's learning how to select and prepare the right property for recovery housing and how to operate within local rules and standards while at the same time leveraging the federal fair housing protections that are afforded all recovery housing operators. Ultimately, operators need to build a model that's financially sustainable that also honors recovery housing and recovery principles, right? And that balance, it's a delicate balance, and that balance is what separates short-lived ideas from recovery housing that truly endures and stands the test of time. Now, recovery housing in Pennsylvania matters so much, and the people who step into this work carry real responsibility. And when it's done well, a recovery home can become a beautiful place where lives stabilize and trust is built and people get a real chance to move forward. But when it's done poorly, the consequences can ripple outward to residents and neighborhoods and referral partners and ultimately to the operators themselves. And that's why we created How to Open a Recovery Home in Pennsylvania. Now, this is an important guidebook that has taken us a very long time to create, and it's designed to help you understand the rules before they're enforced, to make decisions before the mistakes become costly, and to build systems before you see the pressure start to crack your foundation. So if you're committed to doing this work with integrity the right way from the start, and you want a clear, grounded guide that walks you through step by step how to get certified, how to find a house, and how to do this right, this book is an investment worth investing in. This work is so important, and the margin for error is so small, and you don't have to do it alone. So we invite you today to pick up a copy of How to Open a Recovery Home in Pennsylvania.